Hello, Middleton High School students. I'm Miss Domini.
And I'm Mr. Brown, and we are your deans.
We are addressing you today to discuss the events that resulted in the evacuation of school last Friday.
First, we want to thank you for the seriousness and maturity with which you handled the planned hold and evacuation drills earlier in the day. We conduct these drills to be prepared for real emergencies and threats should they ever occur.
One such threat came at the end of second block on Friday. A bomb threat was brought to the attention of school administration. When threats of this nature occur, school district officials collaborate with local law enforcement to determine the appropriate course of action based on the details involved.
In this particular instance, it was determined that an evacuation to the stadium was the most appropriate first step. As soon as students and staff were out of the building, Middleton Police and school staff conducted a search of the building and grounds.
Superintendent Johnson determined that given the nature of the threat, the building was not secure enough for students to return before the end of the school day. As a result, students were dismissed.
Please know that we do not take these threats lightly. A joint police and school investigation began as soon as we were alerted about the threat. The investigation is ongoing, and we are following up on information that has been shared with us thus far. If any student has additional information about this threat, we ask you to come forward immediately. Information may be brought to any school administrator or our police liaison officer, Officer Moen. Information may also be shared anonymously via the Stay Safe, Speak Up hotline on our school district webpage.
What all students need to know is that making a bomb threat is a Level 3 violation of our Code of Conduct, which may lead to an expulsion. It is also a Class I felony. No matter how old you are, this can result in fines of thousands of dollars and/or possible jail time.
Additionally, the loss of an afternoon of school had a significant impact on our school community educationally, financially, and emotionally. The education of all was disrupted on Friday. The minutes we lost will be treated as snow day time. If we go over our allocated snow day minutes this school year, those minutes will need to be made up at the end of the school year.
Finally, this incident cost the district thousands of dollars in wasted food and resources. Food that had been prepared to feed our students and staff had to be thrown away. Additional transportation costs were incurred to run an early bus route to ensure that students needing transportation could get home safely.
Finally, the emotional impact of this incident was significant. Events like this cause varying degrees of emotional distress for many in our school community, including students, family, and school staff. Families of students who cannot be left unsupervised had to undergo the stress of finding ways to provide last-minute supervision in the afternoon. Some had to leave their jobs in the middle of the day to ensure their children were safe.
We are grateful to the students who first reported the threat to us on Friday. We are thankful that this did not turn out to be an actual bombing and that we are all sitting here today safe and sound. We ask for your cooperation to make sure that an incident like this never happens again.
We have a responsibility to each other as a school community to take care of one another and keep one another safe. In almost every instance of school violence, somebody knew ahead of time. If you ever receive information regarding someone who wishes to cause harm to the school community, please report the information to a school official or use the Stay Safe, Speak Up hotline to share what you know.
Likewise, if you are feeling frustrated or angry to the point where you feel like making threats to others, please seek help from a trusted adult. Our student services staff are available during school hours to support you. Seeking support is always the best option. There are people here who care and can help.
Once again, the investigation of this particular threat remains ongoing. School administrators and Middleton Police are collaborating on the investigation and following up with the information we have been given. We ask anyone with additional information about Friday's threat to please come forward.
We also encourage students, family, and staff with any feedback on Friday's events to send suggestions or concern in writing to a school administrator. We are always seeking to improve our communication and procedures in these types of situations, and we appreciate any feedback that anyone has to share.
On behalf of all MHS faculty and staff, we thank you for your attention and your assistance moving forward. May you all have a restful and very happy Thanksgiving.